Welcome back to the channel. Back here in the truck. Still raining. Was real nice all day until I got back to work from lunch, and then it started raining. So I'm on free time now because I'm off the clock, but everything's wet. So I can't even get the old 10.3 out there and just play around a little bit. I could, it's not that bad out there, but still, I don't like running my stuff in the water. So anyways, I want to get on here and give you guys a little bit of an update. I didn't get you guys a video out on Monday because me and Mama took the weekend for ourselves. Kind of greedy like that sometimes. So, had a good time. Didn't take anything with me. And the one time that I don't take something with me to go and play with while we're doing whatever, and I have time just to myself because she wants to relax or whatever, she goes, well, I'm just surprised you didn't bring anything with you. Really? Seriously? You're going to say that now? Come on. Anyways, give you a little update on what's going on with Fool's Gold. A few things that I probably missed the last time around anyways. But before we left on our little weekend, I had done a few things. I already showed you about switching the skid plate around, which put my front drive shaft at a ridiculous angle, and it moved everything forward as far as like all the suspension and stuff. So what had happened there was it knocked pretty much these two guys out of a line with each other, and I had to do a little bit of adjustment with the panhead bar and then the steering servo. Well, the plate was in there the other direction, so you see the plate here. I already got these guys already stuck down in here, so I'm gonna have to waste some tape now because I just come up with an idea of how to get my battery up in here and not have to put it out here on a skid, so the battery can still go right here. This plate is supposed to be flipped over the other direction, so the long end here goes to the front. That wasn't going to work, not with the way everything was set. It screwed everything up, and it put the panhead bar too much over the servo arm, so it was interfering. So what I did was I flipped the plate over, so now my sticker for my Rock Pirates is now on the bottom instead of in front of the servo like it was before. And that puts the short side of the plate, you can see that puts the short side of the plate to the front where the holes for you're supposed to screw down for the battery tray. So what we're going to do, I still want to put it in the back of the same spot because that is a perfect spot for the battery anyways for right now, until I'm thinking about getting the Holmes 2-in-1, which will eliminate all of this, and that'll give me this whole entire area right here to put the battery. And the battery is not much taller, maybe the same height actually, laying on its side as the RX-4. It'll sit right in here, and the way the slots are underneath here, you can kind of see the slots here, and then there's another slot up here, but then it's gapped over here at the frame rail. That's perfect for a battery strap. So I might just double up the battery straps anyways and just strap that sucker down in there if I go that way, because I want to get this big old behemoth out of here anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill and tap this plate so that I can screw down the battery tray. Get the battery tray out here. Where are you hiding? There it is. Let's get this off of here for right now. That doesn't need to be the strap doesn't need to be on there for right now. So that puts the battery tray right back where I'd want it, and then I can put it down here at an angle kind of like that. It fits perfectly behind the motor. Won't be interfering. Let's see if I can get my hands in here a little bit better. Won't be interfering. It'll be sitting right there on that plate. It'll just be angled down right behind the motor. Beautifully. Now I can get it all wired up. Got my sensor wire. Everything will be good. Everything just be bundled up there in the corner perfectly. And yeah, I'm going to do that. So I had to do a little bit of figuring and try and figure out what size tap and drill bit that I needed to use. And I come up with it at work. Found out. Did a little bit of figuring here and there. Found out what my thread was. So the thread is a 3mm 50. Oops. You can't see that. I'm trying not to do any unauthorized advertising. I don't know if you can see. I can get the glare off the plastic there. Yeah, 3mm by .50 tap. And as close as I can get, it's a little bit small of a drill bit, but it should work anyways. The 3/32 drill bits, 2 in a pack, so that's good because I might break one doing this. You get a little bit of a heavy hand sometimes, but anyways, I can do that. Get that all set up, that way everything stays between the frame rails. Oh yeah, and I tried out my Desert Lizard shocks. Not gonna work. They probably would, but these poor little guys, they've been around. I've had these things for probably about 8 years now, and they've never had any oil in them. They've always been on something heavy, and it's just been hanging in the shed. So they've been dry this whole time. You can still see that they kind of pull themselves back a little bit because there's a spring underneath and a small spring. Got the little short spring on the top, so it pushes it back out, and then a long, softer spring on the bottom to let it stretch out. And these are 120 mil. Put them on there, and they just didn't. They didn't do anything. But like I said, it's probably just because they've never had any oil in them, and probably just get in there and maybe clean the seals up, and I might be able to use them with something. We'll figure something out with them. So I got my my SCX 10.3 base camp kit out, and I pulled the shocks out of that to put on here because that is a straight axle kit. So the shocks are longer than what I have, than what these are, because these are the ones that are for the Vanquish builder's kit, and these are the ones that always just leak like a sieve. They always leak. Look, it's, focus on that. Go over here. Focus on that. See how it's leaking? Just from me pushing on it just a little bit. They just leak like it. They will not seal. They just will not seal. It's ridiculous. I just sit there and just pump them a little bit. These things don't even have enough oil in them to be leaking, and they do. I don't get it. I don't understand. They're beautiful shocks. They feel wonderful. They feel fantastic. They drove really nice on the truck anyways, even before. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. I'm kind of scared that I'm going to have to probably go back to these, because these guys might be too long also. Because these are the ones that are out of the base camp. And they're just that much. Get it lined up here with the top. You can see it's that much longer at the bottom down there. So I don't know. We'll see. Those came with some spacers anyways on the rack. That these little spacers that you can put on the shock shaft to shorten them up, and then assemble them So I probably might do that just to shorten them up a little bit. But I was watching one of my one of Rock Pirate's videos from about a year ago, maybe, for the Interceptor chassis when he was building that, and he had a little hack in there where he was taking, and instead of the shock being up here at its shock mount, he was moving it down here to get that little bit more shortness. There's just that little bit. You can't see, so I have a roof in my way. To knock down the distance a little bit between where the shock is mounted and where the link is mounted. So I think I'm going to do that to get it a little bit lower, because it's really stretched out there, and there is a lot there. That way it'll actually kind of squat down a little bit more. I can leave the tops where they are, and that'll pull the axle up a little bit, and maybe I can actually get it to come almost maybe up and touch that cross member. So there's that. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna pull that plate out, the servo plate tray, where the speed control, receiver, servo is. Yank that stuff off again. Drill and tap that. Put it back in there so I have my battery tray. So now we're going to be pretty well set up there. Then I can get to wiring the motor in and make sure that those wires aren't going to interfere with anything. Keep it all clean. Keep it between the rails. Then we're going to start working on getting the body mounted up how I want it. I don't want it to just be sitting in sliders. So I want it to be kind of floating. So I have an idea for that too, and we'll see if that works. So anyways, nice little quick short video for you guys. Thanks for tuning in and watching the progress of the facelift of Fool's Gold here. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the bell so you get notifications every time I load something up, and check your subscriptions. Some of you guys, I already had one of my friends who subscribed. I told him that I was starting all this up, months ago when I first started this all up, and then he's texted me the other day and she's like, when are you gonna put up another video? I was like, dude, I've been putting up a video every week. What are you talking about? He was 4 months behind, and I've only been doing this for 6 months now, almost 7. But yeah, he had to resubscribe so that he could get caught up on stuff. So yeah, check your subscriptions, make sure it's working. Otherwise, you're not going to know what the heck is going on, and not know what I'm blabbering about. Anyways, everybody, be good. Go out, have some fun. If you like getting out there when it's wet, party on. That's good enough. Get out there, run your rigs, go to the local hobby shops that's got indoor tracks, do some indoor crawling. Drifting is starting to get really big now, getting bigger, and so yeah, go play on the drift tracks, the indoor tracks, the on-road and off-road indoor tracks. Crawling, go take the boat out, throw it in the swimming pool. Go run some laps in the swimming pool with the boat. Get the airplane out there, get the helicopter out there, play with the drones and stuff. Don't be getting all invasive with them drones, but go have some fun. So anyways, everybody, appreciate you being here. Don't forget to do all of that stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, all of it. check your subscriptions. It's still really a thing going on. So I've already experienced it with my friends. So be good, and we will see you the next time around. Thanks.